40 senators meet with Akpabio Barrow to resolve APC's zoning crisis. Senators Godswill Akpabio and Jibrin Barrow meet with APC National Working Committee to address party crisis. In a bid to address the escalating crisis triggered by the recently announced zoning arrangements for the leadership of the 10th National Assembly, the All Progressive Congress APC is actively engaged in finding its resolution. To facilitate the reconciliation process, Senators Godswill Akpabio and Jibrin Barrow are currently engaged in a meeting with the party's National Working Committee. The crucial gathering held at Muhammadu Buhari's house is being chaired by Senator Abdullahi Adamu and has attracted the participation of other senators, including Akpabio and Barrow. It should be recalled that the APC's National Working Committee recently unveiled a consensus zoning plan for the 10th National Assembly following consultations with President-elect Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu and other influential stakeholders. However, certain dissatisfied party members have expressed their discontent with the handling of the matter by the APC leadership, and they have vowed to disrupt the zoning arrangement. In response to this development, the National Working Committee convened a meeting last week with disgruntled members from both chambers, offering assurances of making necessary adjustments to address their concerns. There's already crisis in the leading party because over 40 senators have met with Akpabio and Barrow to resolve the crisis in APC concerning the zoning process. We see that it's already escalating from House of Assembly to Senate House concerning the 10th National Assembly. The APC has had issues of different factions with some people claiming they are not being considered, but people like Akpabio for Senate and Yari being at local heads. You see that Senator Abdulaziz Yari is saying that he cannot be stopped from the race for the presidency, while Akpabio says he is the best candidate. So this has made the House divided, Senate House divided concerning the two prominent figures. That's why, to resolve the crisis, the APC stakeholders had to meet with the outgoing president in his house, Muhammadu Buhari, although it's being chaired by Abdullahi Adamu, a senator, which over 40 senators are present. You see that although APC's National Working Committee has unveiled a consensus zoning plan for the 10th National Assembly, but some people are not okay with it, saying this has favored some party members above others. And this is a very crucial meeting, even in this period in which we are expectant of the 29th May inauguration of the incoming president, Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu, though who still has a case in court with PDP's presidential candidate, Alhaji Atiku Abubakar, Labour Party's presidential candidate, Peter Obi, whom the court is still on the matter, although it has been adjourned to further process, which in any way won't stop the inauguration of the incoming president. So to resolve this crisis, the APC has been in a closed-door meeting. I think this meeting had been chaired before, but we see that it's like the crisis is further deepening, with some people coming out, some senators coming out to declare their interest. Why? The question now is, why didn't they declare their interest at first? Were they looking at contestants? Were they looking at some people to take the front for Padu? Or they've had internal interest and they've not really been supported? Who gave them the courage to come out? Well, they are all senators, and we know because they are senators from different zones, there will surely be favoritism. They've all been in the House for some years now, and definitely those who have really worked in the Senate House would have really made their mark, while those who have done otherwise also would have been known, although they are now coming out, and it's like different factions are coming out to play with different senators supporting their preferred candidate irrespective of the party, and the front runners are canvassing for support from other Senate members making a lot of promises. If we look at the Senate House, the past 4 years, and let's say maybe the past 8 years, have there really been changes? What have they really done? Because they've been there. What are the pros and the cons if Akpabio becomes the Senate president for the 10th House? What are the pros and cons if other contestants, other senators also gain the power to become Senate president? Some are vying for the position fine because of the power that comes with it. Some because of its prominence. Some because they want to be called the Senate president. Why? They don't know that there are a lot of things attached to being a Senate president, and there are a lot of pressures. In recent 10 years, we've seen the House being disarrayed, we've seen the Senate president being disgraced, we've seen a lot of things being committed. We've seen some Senate president being removed and disgraced with kind of worms being exposed. Fine. I believe the senators that will canvass, those who are not contestants that will canvass for the leading contestants in the race, would have looked at the antecedents of each contestant, see what they've done so far, even before they became the senators. Some of them have held positions in their respective places. They will look, they will weigh their options. Fine, nobody's perfect, but some have really worked while being in house, while being senators. Some have not really set the party rolling. So this can be considered, although some might woo members with money, with promises, with things dangled in front of them. But senators who have integrity and who have the knowledge would know the right president to lead the house. And we know that the Senate House is a big body in Nigeria, and Senate House decides, even can give laws in which the presidency cannot alter. The Senate House is the highest house in Nigeria, and anyone who must lead it must be a person of reputable behavior, and someone who is ready to work and listen to senators. We believe as election is coming by, senators will vote for the right person, and we hope the right man wins.